Hello there, and welcome back to the Donkey Kong Jungle Climate playthrough with me, the Jonin Monkey. This is it, folks. Endgame. We are now entering the final world of the wormhole, which basically means we're revisiting these dimensions all over again. I'm being introduced to one of my favourite puzzles from the beginning of the game, the mirrors. Now, yeah, get used to that because, well, I did my best to edit out most of the, I wouldn't call them deaths because you don't really lose a life, as many of the restarts you had to do, but it's, there were a lot of them, to be honest, so in order for the whole footage to make sense, I had to do that. Why? Well, mostly because this is much more challenging than when it first appeared at the beginning of the game, if that's possible. First of all, as you can see here, you've got the complicated layout of all the pegs, and second of all, it's now deviating so you don't just have to grab the same peg. If the two reflections deviate in any way, like that, then you have to restart. You see, what happened back then was, well, basically because one reflection got hit by those icicle bars and the other one didn't, they deviated and thus we had to restart all over again. And if you think it's hard now, wait till you see the next section. Because, yeah, this bit you have to plan really, really carefully and time all your jumps exactly right, but after a few tries you'll soon get it. And now we're in this section. Yeah, from here on out, you can only go for the pegs, and do not touch the floor. The floors in the different mirrors are now on completely different levels and jump up and down. So from this point on, you cannot touch the floor. You can only hit the grab certain pegs, which takes a while to navigate through. I think that should be the last restart. I've edited most of them out, so hopefully that's the end of those. Sorry if I'm occasionally sniffing. I've kind of been suffering with a cold recently, which one of the reasons why I haven't been uploading that many videos recently. Well, to be honest, it's that and college work. But anyway, yeah, this section it's frustrating, but sort of in a good way. This the game provides a sort of fair amount of challenge. It's not like it's cheap. It's just sort of like it's one of those challenges where you're satisfied after you beat it, but it's incredibly frustrating having to restart it over and over and over again. It gets a lot worse when you try the extra stages, which are basically like bonus levels you can complete after the game. Oh, and I will not be showing those. A, it gives you more incentive to complete the game yourself, and B, it's bloody hard. I only completed those levels by fluke. This is true. I have never been able to beat those levels ever again after I defeated them. Sad but true. Anyway, I've been rattling on now, so this is a new section of the game. As you can see, by pulling on the levers, you activate these glass platforms, which you can break, although that basically means DK has nothing to stand on after that. So, if you do break them, the thing that you can do is, like that, fix the platform by pulling the switch again. It's kind of hard to hear because you have to try and work around the angles. It's basically trying to jump in between the narrow gaps, or it's pretty much. Oh jeez, sorry, I'm just stumbling over myself. I've really got to stop doing that. So unprofessional, but yeah, basically you have to kind of jump through the narrow gaps, so that DK basically does the grabbing ledge animation, so no one has to. Yeah, so that actually, well, you can get up to the next platform without breaking it. What you see here, I try to do something which you actually have to do to get through one of the extra bonus stages. I think it's the first one where you have to use the jump attack against the wall to ricochet off it, which I thought was the solution to get it out of that, but as it turns out it wasn't. Okay, so we've got Diddy back, and yeah, this is another section. Again, it brings up the glass platforms, although this time it's more focused around getting up, yeah, through these spiraling crazy pegs. And yeah, what was it in the end of the level? Not much to talk about. We smash through one peg. Diddy gets a really painful spike up his tail, and I waste a crystal star to go after the shiny DK coin. Considering we're at the last point in the game, and I'll probably need every single one of those, that was probably a very stupid idea, but yeah, past me wasn't really thinking straight that time. Anyway, one level down, two to go. And we're now moving on to the second level, which is a return of my favourite dimension. Unfortunately, when I say favourite in this part, I'm being kind of sarcastic. It's the Toybox Kingdom again. The dimension which freaks the ever-loving crap out of me. And yeah, you'll now be introduced to the main theme, well, the main mechanic of this level. Basically, there are balls. You have to use the you have to use the barrel roll attack to knock him around and into a spike to get all the goodies inside. Why does that sound wrong? No, not to be. Probably doesn't actually. I don't know. To be honest, I've never been good at innuendos. I'm just not. It's strange. I'm British. I'm no good at innuendos, but yeah. I always end up walking into people's jokes and have people sniggering at me because I've said something and not know why. But on a random topic, what the hell is the barrel roll thing supposed to be about? I mean, I know so many people joke by yelling, "Do the barrel roll!" and it's apparently meant to be funny, but I've never understood what the joke is meant to be there. Anyway, yeah, enough of my rambling. As you can see there, you pull the switch to move the ball, and yeah, if you've got Diddy, that helps a lot because you can hit the ball from further distances, and well, yeah, pretty much. Oh, that was close to the spike there, but we got the banana coin. Yeah, basically, if you've got the Diddy attack, it helps to reach far away targets like that, and it means you don't have to climb the line very high to hit it. Now this section, again, it's challenging, but one of the most frustrating. See, the ball physics are kind of annoying in this part. It's kind of a bit picky about what exact angle you have to hit it. It's kind of like the rock throwing, and then sort of, if you get the angle just slightly wrong, it will just hit the ceiling and go back to the bottom again. So yeah, as you can see, basically what you have to do is position it to the top of the screen and then to the side where it'll move on to the next level. And it's kind of frustrating because if you don't hit it with the barrel roll attack, the ball will just knock you off the platforms, but you have to climb up them in order to reach the ball and hit it, but usually by the time you've jumped up, before you can even attack, the ball's already rolled down towards you and knocks you off the platform, like it did there. So yeah, it's all very frustrating, and oh god, no. Hopefully it did do that. Yeah, that's another danger as well. If you're too careless with the bouncing, it's possible that the ball will go in the opposite direction and bounce back down the level, and you'll have to do it all over again. And now I have to apologise for what Past Me does next, because it's actually pretty stupid. Past Me kind of lives in a vain hope that maybe I wouldn't have to bounce the ball up there in order to complete the level, but that was completely disproved. I don't know why Past Me thought that. Maybe he was really desperate, but anyway, as you can see, there's not a lot to talk about. It's basically him bouncing the ball around. Yeah, I should get a second commentator so I'd have something to talk about. But yeah, it's not that the game's unfair, it's just the ball physics just really irritate me. I hate it when they do it. It's kind of like there's like one section, I don't know whether anyone remembers it. It's a bit from Donkey Kong Country 2. The level's Chain Link Chamber, and God, the section where the two cannons shoot they constantly shoot at you as you try to climb up. It's really irritating. Anyway, in this next section here, you have to strike the bells in order to make platforms appear. Although, as the bells stop ringing, well, as you can see, the platforms slowly shrink into nothingness. And if you're not quick enough, then well, yeah, you'll fall. And by then I'd already died twice, so that's why I used to Cristobal as a first level, and that's it. That's the end of part 1. Join me next time when we take on the game's final level. Epic. See you then.